Okay, and everybody, welcome back to another episode in Minecraft BruhCity. This is Raider Knight once again, and I want to kind of show you guys, what all of this has been going on in the city over these last 2 or so months that I haven't recorded in BruhCity because it has been quite exciting. And obviously, this is a new year, lots of cool stuff. I even got a texture pack for BruhCity that I kind of like, so I did that too. Because I think it does actually make BruhCity look better. But yes, I did that. Lots of new characters. I think in the last video I was talking about I was adding tons of new characters to this world and really like broadening out like just how the world felt. And there has been a lot of changes. We have a new leader. Dante was dethroned for a while by Tao Xin, which is a panda bear uh, who's Chinese. And then Dante became the leader again, and then Dante was assassinated, and in short story goes to short story, turns to long story, and now we have a chicken as our president, Antone the chicken, or Antony, however you want to say it. President Antony is the new leader of BruhCity, and he is quite the interesting character. He has already legalized weed for BruhCity, and he's a chicken. I don't know what else to tell you guys. He is a chicken, so that is his story at the moment. I have a loot chest. These compasses don't work anymore for some reason, but this is the loot chest, and then we have historic texts and lots of things going on. I have a to-do list. There's definitely going to be some new. I already built the coffee shop. I was going to build like a Sonic restaurant, if you guys know what that is. I'm trying to build national libraries for every single president in BruhCity, similar to real life. And I think an embassy would be pretty cool also for the different countries I have in this game. I changed up the yard a little bit. For those who remember this area, this was basically just flat land. There was nothing here. I kind of switched it up. I planted trees here, which is kind of controversial, I guess, because obviously this area was always meant to be kind of like this flat yard to always be edited, if that's even a word, edited and altered. This yard was always meant to kind of be like this open space to kind of have projects come and go. But I decided, you know what? I don't really use it super often, so I decided we're just gonna plant a little bit of a garden here. If I ever want to make it flat again, it really wouldn't be too hard to probably flatten it out again. But for now, it's a garden. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this side of the island for a while, but this side of the island is basically completed already. This was the side of the island I was building a long time ago in the video. This has all been built out. This is all full, basically completed. We have lots of prisoners right now in the prison. This is the most packed the prison has ever been in BruhCity. Obviously, Tao Xin is currently in prison. The former BruhCity president, Elon Husk, is in prison. Who else is in prison? The Alea is in prison, and then I think it's Sir Enderbro is in prison. He's kind of an old member of the country as well. So and then we had to make more cells. That's how many prisoners we got in this prison. I believe this is all somewhat new. I changed the road color. You might have noticed that. I did that fairly recently in these last 2 months. I changed the road color. The roads just look a lot different now, and I think it looks a lot better this way. I made Thorn's Pizzeria. This used to be like an architecture building where they would it was basically like the historic architecture building of BruhCity where we would design projects, but I decided it doesn't really serve a purpose like that, so I decided to make it a pizza place instead. So we have Thorn, he's running the pizza store. He's selling pepperoni pizza, cheese, beef, supreme pizza, and pineapple pizza, so lots of different pizzas. This is what it used to be. It used to be like a charter building too. I might have to build a new charter or something. I built some new maps in Blackbird Tower. This is of Cloud Peak, which is a fairly old historic area of the map. It's really far away. It's like way out there. It's like 30,000 blocks away. But this building goes to the sky limit, and that's like the tallest mountain I've discovered on the map. So that's what that is. I'm gonna do some other maps too, I think. As for the main BruhCity map, this has really come along very well. It's almost complete. There's new highways all over the place. I'm not really gonna go super in depth with the highways, but there's one here. There's a new highway going out here to Slyer Town, which is this kind of like Elon Husk city where he, he did funny stuff. There's also some new stuff out this way. I'll show you. I learned about this new thing. If you place banners and you grab a map and then you right click with the banner, you can put like little markers on your maps. I never knew about that. So I did that with the city. It's pretty cool because now you can have all the markers of BruhCity on the map, which I never knew about that till only a couple days ago. I also added a staircase in this building. This building never had a staircase, but it has one now. There's also a brand new tower in BruhCity. To celebrate the new year, I built this tower, and it was built on Christmas Eve, so the day before Christmas Eve. And this tower is now the tallest building on the map. It's very tall. The reason I switched to this texture pack is because I think it makes the grass look a lot better. That's the main reason. I think it makes gardens look a lot better. Because in normal Minecraft, the grass, like like too high tall grass in Minecraft has never really looked that good. But I like this texture pack because I think it makes the flowers and the grass look a lot better. So that's why I switched it up. And Dante Jr. is technically still alive. Dante has died, but Dante Jr. maybe he can carry on the country one day. I don't know. Oh yeah, we legalized lean in Breast City. It's the factory for it. There's supposed to be a witch in here unless she died or something. I don't know. She might have died. But yes, we have the amazing store. This is my favorite building in Breast City now. This used to be the museum. This used to be a museum, and now it's turned into this. This is what has come of our country. I think it's kind of funny too, because this building was like based upon my first ever skyscraper in my Xbox world, which was technically the first ever skyscraper ever built in Minecraft. So how it has evolved from a museum to now this is kind of funny. What else have I built over these last couple of days? I had built this out a lot. For those who don't remember this area, this is kind of like along the coast a little bit. And I also added like these cool little glass panes or whatever across the thing. I think it makes it look good. I don't know if I want to do it to the other side, but I thought it looked good on this side. Maybe eventually I'll add it to this side. I don't know, but I haven't thought about that yet. But for this, this used to be a coffee shop called Cyber Coffee or whatever. And I thought the building was kind of weird looking, so I tore it down and built this new coffee shop. Still the same brand, but I did change it up a bit. And then I kind of connected all of these buildings together a little bit. And this is kind of going to be an embassy, maybe. I don't really know what I want this to be quite yet. And then the pawn shop, I made it a lot taller. And then obviously it's pretty much the same building. And then the BruhCity Hospital, I kind of rebuilt it a little bit, made it look a little bit nicer. Did some changes with that. And then over here, I finally gave this building a purpose. It's now the BruhCity Weed Shop, and you can buy all the different all the different brands. So BruhCity, I mean, I've kind of built it out a little bit more, and it feels like it's a lot more, you know, full rather than empty, which is nice. On the main island, at least. On Voscott Island, I finally completed this tower. It's pretty much done at this point. As for other changes on this island, there hasn't been a whole lot. I think the biggest change is probably the dock. I changed this up a lot. I built like a whole dock for this boat, and I kind of changed that up a lot. It looks a lot different than it used to. As for this island was always going through this weird back and forth where I never knew what I wanted to name it. So I decided just to rebrand it completely. It has expanded a lot, if you guys can't tell, but this island is now called Ace Springs, which is just kind of like it's going to be kind of like a retirement community almost because it's kind of mainly just a housing area for the most part at the moment. Maybe it'll change up, but Ace Springs at the moment it's just kind of like a restaurant. Kind of this is a grocery store, Target. The theater's still here. And then this tower got kind of blown up or whatever. Then over here, I even built kind of like a little bit of a graveyard to kind of represent all the different characters we've lost along the way in BruhCity. And you can see that there's a lot. We've lost a lot of characters along the way in BruhCity. It's definitely not been a happy time all the time. We've lost Mushroom Friend, Jassim Al Farah. We lost Pig Gangster '07, which actually this is the wrong way to spell it. I need to fix that. It's Pig Gangster '03. That's his name. I don't know why I spelt it wrong. We lost the Queen, which is actually a BruhCity character also. That's why it's here. The Queen is a BruhCity character also in the lore. The Juan, we lost President Juan. Mrs. Mushroom Friend, we lost Spook, the original. We lost Goose. We've lost so many different characters. So I built this, and it's kind of like this peaceful place. As for Gragu's Cod Kingdom, there isn't really a whole lot that has gone on here. I've kind of added glass to a couple towers. They have their own lean factory right here, which is basically just the same thing. But other than that, Cod Kingdom does not have a lot going on here at the moment. Also, if you guys have any ideas for BruhCity, definitely let me know. BruhCity is one of those worlds where it's like I don't really know what to build because I've kind of built everything. You know, we have all the basic things like a police station. We don't have. I was gonna build a new police station, but we don't have or I was gonna redesign the police station. That's the police station, but we don't have like a fire station yet. I guess I could build that, but it doesn't really serve a purpose in Minecraft. I kind of want all the buildings to serve some form of purpose, but I mean, I suppose I might eventually build a fire station. Obviously, the hospital doesn't really serve a purpose either in Minecraft, but I just kind of have it. Oh yeah, I forgot all about this. I probably should point this out. So it's a brand it's a brand new island. Built this entire new district. Make no mention of it. This is gonna be Crimsonville, and basically it's just kind of like a Crimson area. I stole this design from the realm and I put it here because I thought it looked cool. But this is like a mini mall. It doesn't have any stores in it yet, but this is gonna be like a mini mall with tons of different stores in it. This whole island has been kind of built out, and this is a Cloud Gang monument, which is the Raider Knight Grand Library. Eventually, I'll fill this up with cool books or something. I don't know. But the Cloud Gang monument is kind of interesting. And obviously, in the last video, this is the island that I was starting to develop out a little bit. Not a whole lot has really gone on. We built this tower, and this tower. I believe this is all somewhat new. There's also a new monument to President Dante here that was built a couple days before Christmas, and it's kind of here. He died already, but we have a statue of him. We'll remember Dante, even though he was kind of evil as well. But we'll still remember him because why not? Then over here in Terran, I built like this new house design, and I really like this design. I don't know why. It's kind of simple, but it's effective. I think the terracotta. Maybe I don't use it enough. Maybe I don't use terracotta enough. I don't know. But it's kind of a nice little building area, and we got a new tunnel here. The new tunnel goes to a highway that goes over to the swamp area, and it goes to this giant fountain that had a canal by it and a railroad. There's nothing out here. This was eventually going to be like a big housing area, and now it's kind of like this abandoned area. There's nothing really out here, so I don't know what this will turn into. Maybe eventually this will have a purpose. I don't know. Maybe I'll turn it into a new country. You know, something I should probably do for Breast City is probably just learn how to use the commands to like build stuff quicker. I feel like if I did that, Breast City would be like twice the size already. Because obviously, for people who don't know, I don't really do the commands on Breast City. I build every block is by by hand in Breast City. So you can say what you want about that, but Breast City is a real project. It's not one of them fake projects where people go, you know, creative and with the with the commands. Breast City was built block by block, all by Raider Knight. So this is a legit thing. You know what I'm saying? I built this highway out here a while ago, I think, but now this is turning into like a rich housing neighborhood, and I kind of like it. We're gonna have like a lot of really nice houses out here from that design I showed you earlier, and And I think this is gonna be like a really expensive, wealthy area for people to live in. This is gonna be where all the rich people probably end up moving to. Because it's pretty out here. It's a pretty building area. This gives me like suburbia vibes. That's why I built out here. Because it's kind of like it feels like this quaint, nice little community out here in the rural outback almost of Bruh City. But besides that, this is Raider Knight signing out. We'll see you all for the next video, and peace.